In the annals of Korean history, the early Joseon dynasty emerges as a paradigmatic era, where the intricate tapestry of governance was woven with the unyielding threads of Confucian doctrine. Here, the theatre of courtly conduct played out under the watchful eyes of a rigid hierarchy, orchestrated by the omnipresent rhythm of ritual and reverence. Against this backdrop, the sovereign presided with divine mandate, while the minutiae of bureaucratic life, each bow, each proclamation, each meticulously kept record, unfolded as if by the immutable laws of a cosmic ledger. Within these precincts, where the solemn dance of politics and propriety reached its zenith, one finds a singular confluence of power, philosophy, and protocol, offering a profound tableau of an era where every gesture was laden with meaning, and every official's breath was drawn in the shadow of an omnipotent monarchy. Let us delve into the very sinews of this period, examining the specifics of court behavior with the precision of a scholar and the curiosity of a sage, to unravel the complexities of an age where the court was not merely a place, but a crucible of cultural identity. The administrative structure was divided mainly into three offices: the State Council, Uijongbu, the six ministries, Yukyo, and the Office of Inspector General, Sahyeonbu. The State Council was the highest deliberative body assisting the king in state governance. The six ministries included personnel, appointments and evaluations of officials, taxation, finance and tribute, rights, military, punishments, and works. Officials were granted an audience with the king in the main hall of the palace, known as the Throne Hall. Here they would discuss state affairs. Officials were expected to perform deep bows, known as kunjol, before speaking to the king. Officials wore robes denoting their rank and status. These robes were regulated in color, material, and design according to the Confucian value system. For example, high-ranking officials wore red robes, while lower-ranking officials wore green. When speaking to or about the king, officials used honorific titles and speech. It was forbidden to call the king by his name directly. Instead, titles like His Majesty, Jeonha, or Your Highness, Pieha, were used. Seating at court was strictly regulated by rank and status. The closer an official was seated to the throne, the higher their rank. This physical arrangement reinforced the social hierarchy within the court. Several ceremonies were held regularly, such as the morning assembly, Joseon, where officials would meet the king to report and discuss daily affairs. On special occasions like the king's birthday or the Lunar New Year, elaborate ceremonies were held, often including music, dance, and a display of loyalty and piety towards the king and ancestors. The legal system was based on the Gyeongguk Daejeon, a comprehensive legal code established early in the Joseon dynasty. This code outlined the laws and prescribed punishments for various offenses. Legal trials were conducted by the Ministry of Punishments, but the king had the ultimate judicial authority. Trials were often public, with the accused and witnesses providing testimony before judges. Punishments for crimes were severe and could include flogging, exile, enslavement, or execution. The severity of the punishment was often influenced by the offender's social status and the nature of the crime. Officials could be impeached for corruption through a system where junior officials were empowered to criticize their superiors. This aimed to maintain moral integrity within the bureaucracy. Education was centered around Confucian classics, as officials were selected through the state examination system, Gwajo. Passing these exams was essential for gaining entry into the bureaucracy. Women had limited roles in the official court but played significant roles in the inner court, royal household. Queen consorts and dowagers could exert influence over state matters, although indirectly. Detailed records of court proceedings, known as siluk, annals, were meticulously kept. These records included everything from state affairs to daily expenses, reflecting the Confucian emphasis on history and accountability. The philosophy of Neo-Confucianism permeated court behavior, emphasizing moral rectitude, ritual propriety, and filial piety. Officials were expected to embody these virtues, and the court operated as a model for the rest of society. From the king to the lowest-ranking official, each individual had a prescribed role, and the court's protocols reflected the overarching aim of maintaining a stable and morally upright government.